Coming into view, taking my own form, letting the original come out on the dance floor, sharing all of me, the good, the bad, the past, wondering who that is, and I'm so glad you asked.
CCB, could it be? Yes, me new, so no D&D. Leave my mark on the world, check my B&E. Living out the ordinary fantasy. Play piano on a beach in Eden. Make acquaintance with the soul I'm seeking. Bring the weird kids and make sure they're eating. Take a step back, cause it's Charlie season. Okay. Seasoned with character, bars are on a real positive character. Bring out the better in me. Make sure you see the real on camera. I ain't tryna be nobody but Charlie Bandana. Oh my, I ain't tryna be real as Santa. Propaganda or the city Atlantis. In a glow, good to go like lanterns. I wanna be in cabanas, hit it with me like. Ain't worried about nobody. Can't nobody else copy. Yeah, ain't no point stopping. I'm focused on me.
Ain't worried about nobody, can't nobody else copy. I'm making it a new hobby. I'm focused on me, focused on me, focused on me, focused on me.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's well. Madonna, Sonia, hello, how are you? Well, Joswina had asked for a koi painting. And so I guess I will oblige and do a koi painting. Joswina had given me a novel idea about how to mount my paintings. So I took that idea to the room. Sorry about that. I believe you guys can probably hear me pretty good now. Anyway, I had said hello. I hope everybody's doing well. And I said hello to Sonia and Madonna and let's see, Maria popped in. And I mentioned Joswina. Yeah, she wanted a koi painting, so I decided to oblige her in a koi, doing the koi. This is my first time doing one. I always meant to do one, never got around to it. So I guess this is a good time as any to do it. All right. So I will do a koi painting. I thought about how to do one that could be somewhat easily accessible for everybody. Now I looked at I typed in Google and put in an image, black and white image of a koi painting. And I just sketched it right from that photo of the koi painting. So that's it. And I just now put the tape on it and all of that good stuff, the mask it. I also meant that Joswina had a very interesting way of mounting her paintings. So I had to go and I got a couple hooks and some wood screws. And I fastened the hooks down here. So it is mounted. It doesn't really need the tape. But I want this border, so obviously I taped the border. But if I didn't want to do a border, the hooks really wouldn't get in the way. I don't know if I need a hook for the top because of the way the hooks are set. It gives me a little space from the back of the board, so it just presses up on top against the board. Now, if I did an actual canvas, I would have to see about that. Maybe I get some hooks to fasten up there, but as of right now, since I primarily use boards, I don't see no issues with it. And I finally hooked my frames up to the cabinet. These three of them that I most commonly use. So I got this is 16 by 20. Yeah, 16 by 20. So I got two frames for this, and they're the perfect height where I can mount the frames. All I gotta do is pan the camera back a little bit. So, Madonna, hello. I believe I did say hi to you. All right. So Joswina might be a little bit busy. I did send her a message. Hey, Fatima, how are you? So I'm going to be doing a koi painting today, guys and ladies. So, but what I am going to do, as you can see, I got a very sad display color here. But we're going to approach this very differently. I highly doubt we'll get to the fish painting, the physical fish, but the background, the underwater scene, we're going to mess with that a little bit. All right. I was going to do it in gray, but I decided I got all these colors, so I'm just going to pop all of these colors in there. Okay. I would like to use a sponge, and I do have one. I'll use this guy here. I'll just wet it up here. I really shouldn't keep these rings on, but I'll just put the rings on. I'll just soak up this sponge real quick. And I'm going to primarily use water because I want this stuff to dry. I don't have the heater on. Something tells me I should, but I'm not going to. All right, we'll dip into some of this blue, and I'll just do stuff like this. No rhyme or reason, guys. Just pop it in there. Just like that. Take a little bit of that brown, and we'll put some of that brown up in here. Just mix it right in there. Green. And slap some red up in there somewhere. I'll put the red around here. Mix it all in there. Let's see if I can chalk up some more blue. Why am I doing this? Why am I adding these crazy looking colors in here? Well, they're going to be the colors of the rocks. That's why I'm using water, and that's why I'm going to wait for this to nicely dry, okay, and all of that good stuff. All right, but that's why. So we're going to do once again, some pretty creative things with this background. The rocks will have texture in it, a little bit of shading, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. Get that bright spot going in there. Okay. All right. Let that dry up a bit. I don't know if my Hake brush will do any miracles with it. Let's see. Maybe it will. I do it hard enough. Remember, it's water on here, so it's gonna dry. I just want to blend some of this out. So I'll press a little bit more on the Hake brush just to blend it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, just to smooth it out a bit. That's fine. That's cool. That's good. Clean off the brush though. Okay, I'm kind of glitchy. All right. Let's see, one more little hand wave here. Let's see how that goes. I'll wait. It's a little bit glitchy. Yeah, my hand's probably moving too fast for the camera. And I share the internet with the lady of the house and the daughter upstairs that she's on. So, yeah, somewhat glitchy. But it seems to smooth itself out. I'm looking right at it on the monitor or on the phone here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the screen a little bit too for you guys. Because I just wanted to put my face on here just to let you know what's going on, what's happening. All right. So nah, it wasn't on your end. My hand is moving kind of quickly. And like I say, I'm sharing the screen also, or sharing the internet. So let's spread that out a little bit here. Okay, that's cool. All right. Okay, so we got that going on. All right, let's take the remaining bits of color that I do have, which is a little bit of brown and green, and there's no blue to speak of, but that's okay. All right, let's put that up there. That's the loose stuff. Let's scrape the rest of this mess off here. And I'm gonna splatter some color all over this. I could probably get away with the brown. It's dark enough, really. So I'll take a wee bit of water. I did order some more hog's hair brushes, and I ordered some more comb brushes, rake brushes, whatever you want to name them. I ordered them. All right, let's get some splatter going. Let's cover up this, and we're gonna pop some splatter on there. I want the splatter to be a little large, so they can show a little thicker splatter. All right. All right. And then we're gonna come over here, add some more. We're gonna do different colors of splatter on this. This will make sense, I promise it will. But right now we're really concentrating on the background. Some of these splatters will be heavier in some spots than others. So I'm hoping you guys can see these pretty good. Okay, all right. It's a lot of concentration on the background. We'll spend a lot of time on the background. Yeah, I can see it. I can't really see what my image is looking like right now, unless I put it on the lower screen. Okay, let's get a little touch of. I think I'll deal with the craft white today, since I'm doing splatter. All right, just a little touch of white there. Like I say, the splatters have to be a little heavy on this, so let's see what other colors I can use for this. Maybe a little darker blue than that. Maybe I'll use some of this. So some white and a little touch of this blue if I can get some out of here. All right, there we go. Just a little bit. Let's go back to our brush. A little water. Let's deal with the white first. Let's pull this out. All right, let's take this, and let's pop some of that in here. Okay, now we'll open it up here. Open some up here, but maybe a little bit of that in here, like that. Okay. All right, now let's take a pinch of blue, some of that white, brighten it up a little bit. Okay, get a little water, put it in there. Like I say, the splatter has to be a little heavier. All sorts of colors happening here with it. And you're gonna be like, oh, okay, that's what he's doing. But you'll see, you'll understand. It's almost like painting in reverse. Okay. So this is what we call a fun mess. A fun mess. Let's pop somebody in the corner up there somewhere. Now, it all depends on how far and how close you are with this stuff. All right, it determines the size of the splatter and how wide you want to go with the splatter. All right. Okay. Now comes the waiting part. I should pop the heater on. It will help. All right, let's take towel. I don't know how well this is gonna do. We'll give it a shot. A little rubbing alcohol. And try to clean up a little bit of what I done on the outside here. It may capture, it may get it all, it might not. And it ain't looking too promising. I gotta splatter my screen here for my tablet because I blessed it fairly well. It might, well, you guys can't tell because I'm doing the tablet. Clean that guy up because it was just a pure hot mess. All right. Once again, I just let it dry, let it do what it do. Pop the focus on this so I can get that a little sharper. When I put a layer of paint on, sometimes it comes out of focus. All right. So, all right, I don't have to splatter anything. Let's look here. Let's wave the hand around. Let's see what kind of quality we got going on here. No, we seem to be pretty smooth. Looks like we're doing all right. Okay. I realized with this PC and the way the internet is, that once I do a major change, all I have to do is wait a little while and it'll straighten itself up. Nobody's talking to me. It's all right. I'm not gonna hold y'all to it. You know, I'm not gonna keep it personal. Oh, I don't need none of this. We can wipe that and get rid of that. We'll make this slowly disappear in the great beyond. Okay. Now you guys should be able to easily emulate what I'm doing. Let's clean this right up. Okie dokie then. There we go. No problem, Madonna. I get you. I know this is sometimes it's a lot of you guys time to work and everything, and you know I ain't mad at you. Let me turn this heat on. We'll put it on number 2. Okay. All right. So as it's doing its thing right now, all right, I'm gonna think of placement for the rocks. Okay, the rocks will be various sizes. They will be smooth rocks because they're under, usually these carp are under creeks. And where they're placed is shallow creeks, so you can see them. And they're bright colors. So this next part will be rather interesting to do. Okay. And just putting the rocks in there. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, everybody's still not saying nothing, but it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. All right. There we go. All right. Okay, seems like we had a little spinning wheel of death. I don't know why. Well, hello there, Mo. All right. Like I say, I'm just waiting for all this to dry a little bit. And then I will start sketching in the rocks. Let's see if I can use a black pencil. Hopefully it'll show. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll probably start right here. Hopefully you can see it. Let's see. We'll find out right now. Yeah, you guys can pretty much see that. Okay, cool. They're going to be very smooth. Various sizes, like so. Like that. Put a couple. There'll be some tiny ones in there. Like that, and like this. So like I said, hopefully you guys can see some of these. Let me know if you guys can see these. All right. Well, you guys can faintly see it. That's pretty much the gist of it. Okay. But I'm not done yet. Well, I might as well sketch them in there. We got time. Let's play. Let us play. Again, we'll put some small ones in there, like that. Some elongated ones, just various sizes. Okay. Like that. just have fun with it. All sorts of little sizes and stuff. Just have a good time. Like I say, slap some tiny ones in there. Have some even touching. And you're going to see why in a minute why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can truly see all of this yet. All right. Joswina, hello there. I just wanted to let you know, Joswina, I took to your idea. You see those little bumps right there? Well, I'll do it this way. There's one there, and there's one there. So I got me some hooks, popped them in there, and it props itself up really without the tape or anything. Okay. Now, if I have a canvas, then I'll do it, I'll adjust it accordingly. But usually the largest size I usually have is like 16 by 20. So if I took this and stood it up, it will be just above my bar, but it wouldn't stick there. So it's not much of a convenience. I don't have to move the bottom hooks really. I'll put some smaller ones in there too. So I really enjoyed your idea. Thank you. So I just wanted to let you know I swiped it. I tried to get a frame that can accommodate some of these guys. I almost passed it, but the ones that I commonly use, I did fine. Now I have 16 by 20, to which what this is. Okay. I have a couple of those. I tried to get some frames with a little bit of design on them because I work with a black background, black board here. I tried to find one. I couldn't, but then again, I really didn't concentrate on getting them. But I did buy another one that is closer to the fit of some of the smaller canvases or canvas boards I used. You know what? Let's put some little ones here. Why not? There. Let's vary the sizes a little bit. Now, like I say, you guys don't really see all of what I'm doing. Probably. It's not too well. But they are there. You're going to see them in a few seconds, though. That I promise you. Because, once again, I'm painting in reverse. So I sketched in all of the pebbles and the rocks and whatever that the fish is above. Okay. And we're going to blacken that opposite area. So all in here will be black. And then you'll see the stone patterns. That's why I did the splatter the way I did them with various colors. And that's why there's various colors working around in here. Red and brown are kind of similar to each other. All right, so they kind of melt into each other, which is great though. That's fine. That's cool. We've still got other colors floating around in there, but once I overlay certain colors, those other colors will pop out and it'll look pretty interesting. I am going to put a lily pad or two in here also, but those will come later. You have to work kind of in layers. And since the bare bones background of this is the bottom of a creek bed, that's what we're going to focus in on. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, for something like this, I'll use the looser craft paint. All right. If I can get it opened up without spilling all over myself. All right. And with craft paint, you get that crusty, solidified stuff all on the edges, which I try to avoid, but sometimes you just can't. All right, we'll put a nice amount right here so I don't have to go back into it anymore. So hopefully that should be enough to cover what I need to cover up. All right. Oh yeah, I know that your camera situation is a little different, which is cool. You know, whatever helps you out. You know, I'm on a vertical board, so obviously my cameras are, you know, face back at me. You don't see the one on the side. And then the separate webcam, right here. All right. So now I can position this webcam differently if I just press certain numbers here. No, not wrong number. Wrong number. Let me see if I can put that back. Whoops. I didn't want you to see that. Not like that anyway. Yeah, I can position it much like that. Or like that. Which might be cool for you guys if you want to see it that way. We'll see. Let's see what it looks like there. I know it's looking kind of funny online. If you guys want to see it that way, I guess that would be cool. That's not what I want. Let's go back to number 1. All right, let's put that back down there, and let's bring that there. All right, so there's different ways for you guys to see it, but I would rather you see the art up close and personal, really. Okay, let's take a round brush, one of these fellas. Personally, I would like to use a larger one, but that's all right. We're gonna take this paint, we're gonna bring it out. I'm not gonna put any water in it or whatever. Keep it just like this. And we're probably gonna work right here from the bottom, and we're gonna go right from here. And here we go. This is not the difficult part. This is actually gonna be rather quick and pretty fun. All right. You're gonna start seeing rocks take shape. All right. Now with a round brush, you can get really thin, really thick. All right. However you want to do it. This I found not only to be pretty quick, all right, but pretty simple to really do. I wish I had something more interesting to talk about. That's why I got the background music going, I suppose. But if you guys want to speak to me, I'll glance over there. Oh yeah, you're doing something really different. Yes, I understand. And with that stuff, yes, you would have to situate your camera differently. That I get. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Man, I would love to work with that stuff, especially with my acrylic pours, or even when I paint on the acrylic pours. I wanna, maybe I should use the epoxy, something that's not really have a strong odor. Now, if that epoxy works, because I know as long as I know that it dries like glass, then I will use the epoxy. Long as it's not a super strong type of odor thing going on with it. Alright, and the pets really don't need that in our lives, and I don't have any room anywhere to store it safely and let it dry and do what it does, you know. But I know there is a substitute for resin, because I know resin carries a very strong odor. Actually, Mo could assist me in that. But there is a substitute that I wouldn't mind getting, you know. Okay, as I'm doing this, you guys can kind of see how it's shaping up here. You're gonna hear me clear my throat a lot because of the post-nasal drip I have. So when I talk a lot, it just happens. Now, do I have to exactly trace these rocks the way I got them sketched out? Not really. But sometimes, they're smooth rocks, but you can put a few little rough edges on them. That's okay. Now, just because I got the splatter on the rocks and whatnot, doesn't mean that I'm not going to embellish any more on them. Sure it will. But I'm going to look at it when it's completely finished, and then I'll make my decision then. And a round brush also helps you with the line weight. with the rocks. As long as you can keep the edges on each side of the brush fairly sharp, you'll be all right. And if you got chalk pencil and you can't really cover all the chalk pencil, don't worry. The paintbrush in water will make them disappear, so you don't have to worry about that either. Not necessarily. So it goes under the title of hashtag Don't Panic. All right. And we're going to come over here, add a little more love here. All right. So once again, you play around with the line weight. All right. Tri-Art liquid glass. Oh, I also know that resin is kind of pricey also. So how is it? How is that? I'll look it up. All right. Once again, as I'm doing this, and trying to figure out Sonya's hashtag, I'm adjusting line weight. All right, but hopefully you guys see exactly what's happening, what's going on. Okay. And once again, this is painting in reverse. So instead of sketching out rocks, I'm doing the negative, the black, the negative space, literally the negative space for these fellas. No water, no glycerin, no anything, just flat, strong black paint. And I'm using craft paint for it. All right. We had a few trucks jackknife. This is the 5th semi jackknife we had. So every major snowstorm or ice storm we have some yahoo from another state trying to manage these roads with a 50-ton truck, and they fail. He's okay, but it took 8 hours to clean up the mess. I feel bad for his job security, that's for sure. But yeah, we had another rollover, and of course we lost another local yokel to a snowmobile accident. He hit a tree and died. Damn it. These freaking dudes, man. You know, and snowmobiles are faster and stronger, you know. So no doubt homeboy was snowmobiling at night or at dusk. All right, where it's hard for you to really see those trees. Even a small tree, you know, it takes a few tons of pressure to try to move a thin tree. You know, so, you know, you and your skidoo might weigh what, 800 pounds? That's nothing compared to the 15 pounds of pressure it takes to uproot a tree. So who's gonna win? The tree. So, fortunately, we lost another this year. I don't think, since I can remember, that we've ever went through a winter without a fatality with a snowmobile. It's, I don't know, so careless, I guess. No matter what rules you put in place, it just don't matter, it looks like. It's really too bad, you know. Come on, Mona, tell her step off, you Tell her back off. I want to see what that bowling pin looks like, Mona. Just saying. Just saying. Once again, I'm just painting the negative areas, but now you guys can see what it's starting to look like here. All right. Let's aim this up here a little bit. Okay. This regular Apple, she's always hacking on you. Well, see, you know what? I don't notice that. I don't notice that. All I see is the disruption of Sonya. You know, I'm one of those school teachers that only see the bad kids doing stuff, and then, you know, even when the bad kids aren't doing anything, we just key in on the troublemaker. It's not fair, I know, but life isn't fair. So, you know, when Sonya gets a little upset because she's been profiled, she drowns out her sorrows in iced tea, or no, iced coffee. Sonya's making the Dunkin' stockholders very happy. Just saying. Just saying. Oh man. Alright, filling these guys in. Once again, messing with the line weight, make sure my noggin isn't in the way. Alright, we're working our way up. Alright, let's bring the floating screen downward here, out of the way. I guess eventually I should go get my hair cut. Today would have been a good day for it. Maybe I still will. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I might still have time. Because I know I'm starting to wolf out here. And these guys, they cut my hair rather quickly and they don't waste time. That's why I keep going back. Just don't want to sit in the chair for a million years. You're not missing too much up here on the top. All right, we're actually the very edge up here. All right, you're not missing anything. All you're gonna see is blue tape. So thank you for that nice little hack, Osuna. I appreciate it. That really did help. Hey Rob, what's going on? Doing a koi fish in a little koi fish creek because a certain Osuna requested a koi fish. And she's doing a very interesting 3D resin koi for her love. Which I think is like very nice. I guess she feels bad for him putting up with the dogs cussing him out every morning. So I don't know why I keep watching Hosuya. Is it for her art or just a moment to hear him argue with the dogs? It's such a losing battle. It's hilarious. I think it's funny to me that he goes through that because Will is huge and, you know, he can really make them all disappear with one of his toenails. But he loves them and they know that he's not going to hurt them, so they push the boundaries. Poor Will. And yes, I do relish in hearing them yip, yip, yip away. All right. That's what sketchbooks are made for, Rob. To be left anywhere and everywhere. You know what, Rob? I was nailing or putting my display frames on my cabinet door here. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that like ages ago, but we have 3 hammers in this house. Ask me if I know where any one of them are. And I can tell you, I have no freaking clue. I don't know where any of those hammers are. I'm looking in closets. I'm looking in junk drawers. Where are 3 hammers? Can't find any one of them. Now, I've been using this brush with the black paint for a minute. It's starting to solidify on the brush, so I have to clean the brush totally out. Okay. And that happens. And then go back into some fresh paint here. Now the paint, the craft paint I have, because now the room is warmed up, it's starting to tack up a little bit, so. But now I have a stronger variation of line weight here I can play with. All right. All right, just like that. So now you see the splatter makes a little more sense here. Now I also know that I will be glazing this whole painting, so the lighter color of browns and what you're looking at right now will get a bluish, probably a bluish green tint to them. So any kind of hues and colors that you don't really see will be brought out more by whatever color you're going to represent as your water. All right. Does water necessarily have to be blue? No. And as I'm talking to you, I think I filled up everything, so that's cool. All right. And so what I'm doing is I'm nitpicking. I'm going through parts of this that might be a little too light. Now, can I, not that it's pretty much finished. There's nothing. Oh, nope. I lied. Hold on. Let's put you up here for a second. Nope. I got a few more little spots right here. Just like that. And we got a little something right in there. All right. Okay. So let's disappear this and you guys can see what we got going on here. All right. You got a creek bed now. Okay. Let's totally wash this off. Okay. So in the beginning, I took well, I'll show it to you. Took one of these guys. I think you ladies know what one of these are. Okay. And I just took it, wiped some paint on it, and just scrubbed it in there. No big deal. Scrub it in there. Various colors. Just put it in there. Took a Hake brush. Well, I sprayed the board with water. Rubbed the paint on there. And then took a Hake brush, soft brush, and blended it all. Okay. After that, it was splatter time. Black, cobalt blue, and white, and then white paint. All right. Okay. And that's all I did. I'm going to re-rinse this out here a little more. Okay. He lost every one of them. Well, Oswina, that's a man thing. I misplaced 3 hammers. 3 hammers. I even looked to where they originally were stored. They're not there. You know what that means, don't you? I gotta go buy 3 hammers, or a couple of hammers. We're just gonna purely suck, because once I buy them and bring them into the house, we're gonna find the other 3. So you know how that goes. Okay. So we have this finished. All right. Wait for it to dry. Now what I can do, okay, is give a nice coating of probably a light blue or whatever on it already. All right. Then once I've done that, I can do maybe a lily pad or 2, because there's going to be a lily pad coming over the fish itself, but that's when the fish is done in color. We'll pop another one in there, but then I will coat it again, and it's time to coat the fish. The fish is on obviously above the rocks, so we can coat it again and give him a nice light coat, so that he actually appears to be in the water. All right. Okay. So before we even get that far, I'll wait for this to totally dry. I have to wait for the black to dry. I want to put a nice gray cast shadow on the fish. Okay, so wherever the sun is hitting, okay, on the opposite end will be obviously the fish's shadow. You got me? All right. Okay. So if I put the sunlight here, all right, the shadow obviously for the fish will be below here. Okay. If I put it here, obviously the shadow will probably come towards this way. All right. Put it here, the shadow will be up here. I don't want to put it up here because it'll just look kind of funny. Remember, we're looking down on the fish here and the way the fish is turned. So I'm feeling that it might look a little more spectacular if the shadow is coming this way, okay, or this way, but not this way. So I'm thinking downward here. All right. Thank you, Josuita. So as of right now, I am contemplating where to place this shadow. So let's say now with this white that you see me putting on here, the white will disappear one side. Now you guys can barely see it, but the white will, we're freezing again. I see it, we're freezing, hold on. We're freezing. Sorry about that. Now, my guide says it's okay, so I don't know how bad it was freezing. Actually, that won't have one, but this has it. All right. So I'm thinking in that direction for the shadows. Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now is take my little Sharpie and I will do the shadow rounded like this. Round it. Round the shadow, round it. I'll come over here. I will round because it's over the rocks. So do a nice little curve. Curve. Right around here. Little curve. All right. Curve. Curve here. So I am concentrating on the curvature of the rocks. So the shadows are going to take the curvature of the rocks themselves. Okay. Now you guys may not see it because number one, it's a very thin marker line on it. All right. So I think that should be somewhat about right. All right. Let's take a flat brush. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do here. Now let's take a 1 inch or 3/4 inch brush. All right. Let's take a 1/4 inch brush. Let's take some water. I want you to watch it. Oh, you can't watch it. Crap, unless I do this. All right. I take the brush. I wet it in water. Okay. I'll take the tip of the brush right here, just that. And look what's happening every time I stroke. See that? See it starting to fade there? It's going to fade on that brush the same way. All right. I will take the fade, come here on the edge of Mr. Fishy, like that. And I'm just watching where the heck I'm going with this. I'll keep repeating that till I get a nice soft fade. I'm just looking to where I'm at here. I'll do it right here, right from here. I'll keep repeating this until I get that nice soft fade, what I'm looking for anyway. All right. I want the pitch black to go inside. I'll keep going till I get that nice fade, just like that. And yes, I will go over it a numerous amount of times till I get what I'm looking for, what I want. Okay, and I want it to look like a shadow. All right, and that's it. That's all I'm looking for right now, is that nice fade. I will wipe away the edge because I want a nice, once again, a nice soft shadow. Now, for those of you who might not know what exactly the heck I'm doing, you'll see in a second. But you'll see in a minute. I'm wiping off some of the paint off the far end of the brush. Coming back here. I just want a little darker here. Just like this. Come on around. I come around in here. You'll see. Just like that. I'm gonna fade it around in here too. Just like that. Now, you don't know what the heck what's going on here. And I understand that, I get it. You will though. You will. Okay. Now watch what happens. I'll just take straight black now. And from the fish, right here, right where straight black you go in. Okay. All up in here, straight black, 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 black. It's gonna be a very soft shadow around Mr. Fish here. Now, it might look a little confusing to you because the fish is actually here is curved around and the shadow continues up around in here. Okay. Let's go back here. All right. See, you guys don't notice it yet. You won't really know until it's done. And we're gotta have to wait for that to dry. Okay. All right, we'll wait for all that to dry. Okay, you went out and come back in? Okay. As far as I know, she shouldn't be freezing up that bad. She should be pretty strong. All right, now that I've done that, I have to wait till it totally dries. We can get rid of this because we're not doing anything with that. Okay. All right, so we got the shadow coming this way. That means the fish's shadow is going to come. At least here anyway. The highlight parts will come over here. All right. Like I say, the fish will more than likely be among the last. I will pop in a what do you call it? Lily pad in here. Lily pad or two, probably 3. So I know we're gonna have a lily pad somewhere around in here. We'll probably have one hovering around in here. Actually, maybe a smaller lily pad here than one going partially over the fish. We'll see. I know there's gonna be one here. Maybe a whole one here. But here. Maybe one in here. I'm thinking 3. So. Yeah, because I don't see anything really going crazy here. So if you come back in, it should be fine. I didn't see anything. I didn't notice anything. But I'll pay attention to the green light there. On OBS, there's a green light that lets you know how strong your signal is, how much CPU you're using. And, we're at 30 frames per second. The kilobytes per second is pretty strong. It's pretty much where I set it at. I'm only using from 11 to 16% CPU, but this is the only thing I'm using, so we should be pretty fluid here. Okay. Hey, Tanzart, how are you? I'm doing a request from a certain Josuita. She wanted a koi fish. She wanted a koi fish. Okay, let me stop teasing Josuita. Let's get to some shading of the rocks. Since we know that the shadow is coming from the lower right, we can shadow the rocks the same way I pretty much shadowed the fish, but we're gonna shadow the rocks in a gray. All right, so we're gonna go back to our white here. There's a reason why I'm shadowing the rocks in the gray. Okay, because when we put the watercolor in there, the color of the water, it's gonna pick up some of that. So I don't have to have it the shadows black. They can be perfectly fine in gray. And once again, we'll take a 3/4 inch brush. I'm gonna be rinsing this out a lot. Let's pick a nice neutral strength of gray here. I think this will do. This will do fine. Okay. That should do right there. All right. Clean off the brush. Totally clean it off. Okay. I'm going to half load the brush. Oh, we'll bring it right here. Let's take a bit of that out of there. I just want to half load the brush right here on this corner. Okay, we'll come over here. Let's get that a little darker. Gotta pick a spot. We're gonna come here, right from its bottom here. And you see what we're gonna do here? You see how easy this is gonna be? All right, something like so. Come up around in there, bring it around. You're gonna fade out that corner. Come around here, just like so. Okay. We're gonna do just about every rock like that. Put some of that there. There. We're going to vary the darkness on some of them, and I'm only doing one side of the brush doing this. All right, but you can, once again, you can see what's going on and what's happening here. Okay. A little bit of black. It is fairly thin layered on here, so I'll come around on the side like that, loop it around. Just like that. All right. So what I'm showing you essentially are just techniques. Come here, do it again. I'll clean off my brush. And we're gonna go half load the brush again. Do a couple of whites. Darken that up a little bit better. Just like that. As you can see, okay. So I'm making gray right on the tip of the brush there. And as long as you get the darkest part of this on the bottom end, no matter what direction you're going. Okay. I know I'm running out of little spots here. Okay, not much really on that one. We'll come around here, do a little curve thing right here. Make it kind of go thin. Do it again. Do it again. It's like that. Now you guys, if you notice, there's depth in this painting already. One, the black helps bring the rocks out. Okay. The shading now gives you a rounded look to the rock. All right, so hopefully you guys can see what's happening, what's going on. Now remember, these are they're on here fairly light, because remember there's going to be other colors on top of this. All right. Let's get a little water here. Come down here. Do it again like that. remember I'm trying my best to keep these gray, so it picks up. It's a neutral color, and whatever I paint over this, it's gonna pick that up. Okay. Now I got a short window. Let's say, okay, this batch is pretty strong. I got a short window to wipe some of that off. I reversed it, so let's put the dark part over here, like that. And see, I can just use my finger and wipe off the hard edge. I'm just gathering some more gray mix and come on over here. All right. All right. Now, how am I like getting away with doing all of this? Is because I know once you put the color on here, all right, this gray that I'm putting here on the bottom, the very bottom, is going to take on the colors of whatever I place on top of it. Okay, and I'm only shading, as you can see, only one part of the rocks, but now they're starting to look like actual sea rocks or water rocks. All right. So yeah, the pebbles do seem to just pop right up out of the darkness there. Yeah. Exactly. Very, very, very simple way to do this. I think very simple and yet very effective. Okay. All right. Are the rocks. So don't you know, picture them to be ultra super smooth unless you want them that way, but they don't have to be. And all you're doing is just creating the shadow and the illusion of 3D, the 3D pop-up. And remember to keep it in gray, because I'll probably end up doing the first coat to show you guys what I'm talking about here. And I'm doing it in there. I'm doing it in straight black and white for the gray, and it's opaque. Okay, so all the little pebbles and stuff that you see splatter, or the splatter. Okay, it's not really being shown too strong in the shadow. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't need to be. And I'm still getting a nice fade of dark into the color of the rocks. Okay, basically what you're looking for. The most important aspect of doing this is actually a one stroke deal. Two different colors there. One side of the brush. Get a wide enough brush, which is why I use the 3/4 inch, because you got paint on one corner, but you got water on the other side, which gives you a natural transition of color. All right. So you got an instant fade already, without trying so hard. You got me. Some of these are a little lighter gray, some of these are pretty dark. So it automatically gives you some of these rocks are a little taller than the other. Which is cool, that's fine. As long as it's opaque, it's fading away into the natural color of the rock, you're good to go. All right, let's say some of them are a little higher than others. It's all good in the hood. So you got natural fade, And sometimes you even got natural texture, because some of this is kind of, I think I just about got all of them. Just like that. Put it right in there. I'm using water so that this stuff naturally dries off on its own there. It's a little darker. I'm just doing a quick look. I don't know if you got snow or anything going down there where you are, Sonia. We got a hail now. All right, I think I got it just about every one of them, but now you see what it's looking like. All right. Okie dokie then. I'm trying to see if I want anything else in this before I coat this. All this paint, all of that is gonna go bye-bye. So as I'm talking to you guys, I'm waiting for it all to totally dry. And I'm looking right now to see if I need to add really anything else. Under here, I really don't. The main subject is covered in tape. So it's all good. All right. And for those of you who may want to try this out, you can see right from the beginning how simple it is, because I started right from nothing and then, did it all very simple, very effective. Okay. I gotta wait for it once again to totally solidly dry before we can move on. Okay, so as that's going on, let's get my wide scraper upper, and we're just gonna take this white, this black, it goes bye-bye. We don't need this anymore. It falls right in the water there. We're going to clean this palette off, and I'll make a decision on what I want for seawater, or creek water, I should say. All right, let's get our rubbing alcohol. Let that sit for a few seconds. "60 degrees tomorrow." I know that it's pretty warm outside here. Nowhere near 60, but it's warm because the snow is melting. It's dripping off roofs and stuff. What we did have for ice is no longer there. It's just wet snow. Okay. All right. So I'm still waiting for yonder painting to dry. Let's use this. Let's use a little bit of turquoise green. This would be a beautiful color. So we'll put it right about there. Okay. A little bit of turquoise green. Yeah. I know my focus kind of got shocked a little bit. We'll use turquoise green, and we'll use a little bit of cobalt in there. We'll use a nice little mix of that. Maybe we'll blend it some kind of way. Okay, we use just those two colors and plenty of water and a very wide brush. All right. Okay. So once again, this is a nice little concept painting. I would love to see you guys try it out. and all that good stuff. You know what, guys? I need a coffee because my coffee went cold. So you guys know what that means. It means station break time. All right. So give me a few. Where am I talking at here? I gotta see. All right, I'm in the middle one. So give me a second. I'll return. Why are you trying to auction off my camera, son? Why are you trying to auction off my camera, son? Why are you trying to auction off my camera, son? Even moseying on it. I feel so almost betrayed. Almost. Oh boy, you guys are something else. But you guys are hilarious. Okay, I'm thinking that we're safe enough to do that. Okay, I'll disappear the screen in a sec, unless I can just reduce it a little bit. Let's see if I can make it a little smaller for you guys. That should be okay for you guys. Maybe I'll put it over here to the right. All right, that's cool. You guys can still somewhat see that. All right. Okay. Who is this? This is somebody different. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it was somebody different. All right. So, you guys, because I want you guys to see most, pretty much all of this. Okay, I think we're safe in doing what I'm about to do now. We're going to take the Hake brush and do it. I'll take the 2-inch wide one. Yeah, we'll take this guy. We'll take this fella and do it. All right, it's really soft, soft Hake brush. Get some water here. I'll go into the cobalt just like that. Okay. And let's play with cobalt right now. So water, cobalt blue. So now we're going to take our paint and turn it into watercolor for a second, because we're going to glaze this cobalt blue in there. All right. We're going to glaze all of that. Okay. We should be all right with that. And we're going to go left to right. All right. Just going to go just like that. Glaze it all up in there. All right. La 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 la. Glaze the whole thing. Get some more water. You need more water than you think. Get some more of the cobalt blue. Get some water. And this brush does handle a lot of water. Okay. And keep it moving. And what you do is you slightly overlap. All right. You're not going to rub any paint off of this. Once acrylic is dry and on there, acrylic paint is dry and it's on there. So it's not going bye-bye. That's why you have to wait till it's totally dry. All right. And now you see actually how much more water you actually need on this too. Okay. So if you're a little hesitant, little worried, don't be. Don't be. It's not going nowhere. The color you put it down beforehand isn't going no darn place. It's just going to be there and just be colored over. All right. And it spreads apart and does what it does. Okay, more water. It's all on the brush. Get a little bit of cobalt blue, just a little bit, and you put it in spots you want it. You want it in. All right. So let's say if I want a little cobalt blue in here, you put a little bit of that cobalt blue in there. I'll get a little stronger. Pop it in there. Maybe I want some of that cobalt in here like that. A little stronger cobalt. Mix it in there. It's got plenty of water on this brush to do what I'm doing. Here, let's kind of pop in some cobalt in this area like that. Just like that, and then I'll leave it alone right about there. And, you can fade it out and all of that. I'll do a little bit of that later. We'll just put it right in here. Okay. Oh, maybe a touch of cobalt in the corner. Maybe like up around in here somewhere. Right up in there. And see, you can use the black border itself to put all that in there. It's going to spread apart on you anyway, so don't worry about that. If you see streaks, the streaks are going to disappear because everything kind of goes downward. But it's just going to dry. All right. Okay, but you see what's going on? You see how the gray picks up the colors? So it looks a lot more natural. You got me? Hello, Linda. Okay. Yep, she put her request in. Whoops. And once again, you let all of this all of this dry. And I've shown you how to do it with the Hake brush because it's a very soft brush, soft hairs. All right, once again, let it dry. You see there's no streaks or anything going on with this. Could I get this darker? I could, but I will not. Because once again, we're gonna have to go over this again with probably a little more greenish color or green blue, because we have to do the fish. Got me? But right now we have to let it totally dry because we got to put we'll put a few what I can do is put a few of the lily pads in there, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Some of my colors leaking off my board, which is fine also. Now it's going to leak past my border, my tape. All right, so that's going to leave a mess, especially down below, because you know water is going to go towards the lowest point. And right now the lowest point is in between that tape. All right, so down here it's going to be a mess. But I'm not worried about that because it'll be covered in a frame anyway. So no big deal. That's okay. That is a-okay. I'm just, once again, just cleaning off the water and the paint off of the blue tape here. Like I said, I know if some water is probably underneath the tape, but that's no big deal. I'm not worried about that. Neither should you. All right, it just happens. All right. And once again, I can't do anything with this until it totally dries anyway. But it is 74 degrees here in the room, so it eventually dry. Well, Oswina, fish ain't done yet. Not yet. Not yet. Yep, but I'm hoping that it'll turn out okay. We'll see. We will see. See what happens. Okay. All right. So as I'm waiting for this to dry, actually, let me use this. I see some stuff building up on the tape. We can just wipe that away. So in case you're wondering where the fish is right here. So I'll just wipe off some of this. You see where the fish is here. Okay. Look, fishy's right there. Okay. Yeah, so I'll wipe away some of that. Probably server 503. Why did they do that? Yes, the sketch was quite lovely. So it'd be great to see her stuff come together. Simply awesome. Now, with me glazing this stuff the way I did, you can still see the splatter on the rocks. All right, the rocks look like, well, rocks, because it's that gentle shading underneath. Some of the shading's darker, some of the shading's lighter, but it's opaque, so it doesn't matter. Even though it's lighter, but you don't see the splatter. So, okay, some of the shading's a little darker, some of it's lighter. So you got different heights, different variations of the rocks. All right, and I know there's many people that wonder how on earth do they get those paintings to look like that. Well, here's just one version of it, and I just painted it in reverse, or I just painted the negative. Okay, so I sketched the rocks in, but I painted it negative, meaning I painted all the black in. Then after I painted the black in, then I decided to half load the brush, and then I put in the shading on the bottom. Like I say, some of it's dark, some of it's light. Okay, it's going to pick up whatever color you place on top of it. You follow me? You keep your glazing light, so you can coat over it again and again and again to whatever you want. All right, because this is not all aquamarine green. It's got bits of the cobalt blue in it and all that fun stuff. All right. Yeah, this might take a second or two to dry, but it's okay. Let's say we'll place some some lily pads in there. Yeah, the lily pads won't be too difficult to do. I'll try to make them as convincing as I can for lily pads at least. All right. I'm still thinking on what to where to place the lily pads. So, cause I can place one here, or I can place one in the bend of the tail a little bit. I don't mean to like slap half of the lily pad over the poor fish. No. No, I won't do that. I have to see what. Hey Mona, if you're still here, try to scroll up to see where she put it in caps. I can't find it. Mona, or Mo. Let's see. Can't find it. Message me. Oh, never mind. I found it. I'll just write that down. Never mind. I got it. All right, I got it here. I got the page. All right. Cool. I'll check that out a little bit later. Yep, I got it. Thank you very much. Yep, I already put it in the Google machine, so I got it. I'll check that out. Okie dokie. Let's play with let's put a couple of them in there at least. Let's try that. I'll put a few of them in there. Let's see what we'll do. I'll take a little bit of black. All right. And we'll use we'll use this brush. Why am I doing it in black? I would like to make the finished top coat. All right. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Once again, coming to my aid. Thank you. All right. Let's put we'll put one right here. Something like that. Okay. and we'll block it in. All right. Why am I blocking it in black? Because I want it to be opaque. So it looks like it's sitting on top of the water. So there we go. A little ridgy thing there. All right, so we got one there. We'll put a whole one here. Something like that. Okay. All right, nothing like that. All right, at least we get a whole one there. All right. OBKB. Looks like we might have to put 1, 2. Yeah, we're gonna put another one somewhere around in here to partially cover Mr. Fishy. Okay, probably around in here somewhere. We'll see. We'll see where we're gonna put it. I can even put one probably around in here, maybe. I'm still looking to where I might want to put that guy. Oh. I got an idea. Hold on. We'll put a partial one here. We'll put one right there. So we're definitely gonna put one. We'll probably put one here. Yeah. We'll put one in there. Okay. I just need it really as a top coat, or just to finish. As long as it looks like glass. So, as long as it doesn't have a super strong odor, I'm good to go with it. You know, I'm cool. Okay, obviously we gotta wait for these to dry up. At least I placed them in there where I want them. I still think I can get away with one more. I could probably put one here in the corner. Yeah. that means the fifth one will be over the fish. So that's cool. One more, guys. One more. One more. We'll put a little gash in him like that. And then we'll come on around like that. Let's make it, spread him out a little bit. And plus it gets me to use up all the black. See if I can borrow some more here. Yo, who's selling my camera for 30 cents? Y'all about to get cussed out. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. And y'all was laughing about it too. I read these things. I read them. All right. Fatima did it. Ugh. Ugh. My heart. Ugh. I feel partially devastated. Oh, man. Now, here's the cool thing about this is that we're going to have to introduce shadows in here, but the shadows will be in some kind of weird gray color. The shadows will come in here, you know, in an oval type of pattern, so it follows the shadows of the fish. Okay. So once again, I have to just wait until it dries. We're at the 2-hour mark, so I'll probably stop and come back on. Today is Wednesday, the middle of the freaking week. Usually it depends on the temperature and if your mixture is consistent or not. It's I know that these mediums are funny and funky like that, you know. Yeah, I know the yellowing and the cracking is something you really don't want. I understand. You really don't need nothing like that in your life. Trust me, I know. I know. Technically, I can unpeel this fish. I can take this paint right off, or take this tape right off of it, because I don't need to do it. Next time I'm coloring over anything, the fish will be included in that color. So, at least I can do that before I shut this down. Like I said, I will more than likely come back to return to this because I have to wait for this black to totally dry before I can make anything with it. Okay. Let's get around the fishy whiskers here. Yeah. Get over here, fish whisker. There you go. Now I do expect some paint to come in between the seal. That's all right. That is perfectly fine. That if it does that, because we'll probably block in the fish anyway, so it's no big deal. All right, there you go. Okay. Okay. Like I say, you can expect a little bit of bleeding through the tape. No big deal. It will be all blocked in regardless. So don't fret yourself about any of that. All right. Okay. Well, it's good that you know that you guys are giving me the ups and downs of the stuff. Yep, that's right, Linda. I peeled the rocks away. No, we gotta paint and color in the fishy, and then we have to glaze all the water area with the fish. Okay. So what I have to do is wait for the wait for the lily pads to dry. All right. So yes, I blocked in Mr. Fishy Poo. Actually, we can probably I could do that. I can just block. Let me block the fish in, so that'd be one other thing I don't have to really worry about. So I know I got rid of the black. I'm trying to think of what I want to do with the fish. We'll make a gray. I'll block them in gray. I really don't like this, so this would be perfect to block in the fish. We'll use this sucky titanium white and block in Fishy Poo. I'll probably use two brush. I don't want to use this brush. Let's use a slightly smaller brush for this. All right, let's make some gray up here. Mix it. Just block them in. All right, we'll block in Fishy Poo. We'll do that, and then I'll let you guys have tend to your day. All right. Turn the brush over. I got more paint on the other side here. Paint in a lot of the main bulky area of the fish. Like so. Get as close to the fishy mouth as you can. If you can do this with a wider brush, go for it. If you're not really feeling it, don't. Do it with a brush that you're accustomed with. That just saves a whole lot of heartache, trust me. Block it right in. So the colors you put on top of this thing will show up strong for you. I'll get as close as I can to some of these curved areas. Like I say, if you can do it and get away with it, by all means, go for what you know. But if you're a little intimidated by it and you really don't want to feel like you're gonna screw it up, then don't do it. Up to you. All up to you. and try to get yourself enough paint to where you don't have to remix other paint and go through that guesswork. Usually when you do masking and you're doing animals, they tend to grow on you a little bit, but don't let that fret you. They all do. They all tend to put on a little more weight. All right, you know, it's all that steroids they put in the chicken. All right. HR Puff and stuff. I used to like that show. All right. All right. All right. Right in there. Like I say, if you're a little bit gun shy, using a wider brush to do the smaller things, don't do it. Do it with a brush you are comfortable with. And if you use a script liner, you need help. Because it'll be next Christmas by the time you're done. Alright. Alright. Put it right in there. Alright, come on in there. It's just paint that's close to the furrow. Get it out of there. Let's do it here. Hopefully my head isn't in the way of showing you all of this stuff. I guess I'll let you guys go and you continue your day. Anybody on tonight? Today's Wednesday. This is part of the instruction series, so yes, the videos are a little long. Forgive me. They're a little more in depth and slowed down a bit. Okay, there you go. Well, nope, not yet. Not yet. Gotta put the whiskers in. Not tonight. All right. Nah, I'll just use this. It's no biggie. We'll just use this, roll it around a little bit, turn it around so I can keep a pretty steady point here, and just fill this in real fast. All right, good enough. Good enough. All right. So we'll block fishy poo in there. All right. So we have 4. Okay. And all of that. We'll use yellow ochre. See if we can do a couple of these. Well, who's that? Fatima? Go for what you know, Fatima. That's what I'm here for. All right. And we'll use this, I guess. Well, let's try this guy right here. Let's take some of this, just a little bit of yellow ochre. We'll pop it in there. We'll use this one green today. Okay. We'll block it in with this. Okay. And it's just me blocking it in. Hey, let's take advantage of that dark spot and put a little chip in there like that. Why not? And then we'll go on and play some more like that. Looks like a lion with an afro, don't it? Look like the lion from the set of The Wiz. All right. Anyway, let's take this little bit of black here. Right there is the middle of that guy. All right. Okay. Very lightly pop in those little striations. They're in a circular motion there, like a star exploding. Some are bigger, some are smaller, doesn't matter. Just like that. Okay? Sure. Surely. All right, let's take that same, the hell was this? Yellow, whatever, ochre, yeah, and some of this cobalt blue. That's gonna make an entirely different color green, you know. Why not? There we go. All right, different color green. It's all good. Okay. Let's go here. Uh-oh, take advantage. Crap. Couldn't take advantage of that one. Sorry. Oh, we can do it here. Let's have it aimed this way like that. We'll thin it up a little bit. There. We'll come over here to the edge like that. All right, let's go back to the edge. Shape this stuff out here. Come out like that. Something like this. As long as I'm out of you guys' way. Okay, you guys can see it. Very good. Okay. 275, that's good. That's good. Oh, Fatima, you'll get there. I started off with 7 people. No, 3. Yep, I started off with 3. Okay, let's take some black. Put the black in there. Let's take the rest of this yellow ochre. And we'll put it in there like that. So black with the yellow ochre makes an entirely different green. Alright. So I just showed you guys, what, 3 ways to make green already. Okay. So don't ever show I never showed you nothing. We'll put this. Why not? We'll put it here. Okay, I'll do it like that. Yes, I'm not the most gentle person in the world when it comes to my brushes. I know. It's all right. They'll live through it for a little while. All right. I know I'm supposed to let you guys go. Sue me. But the more I do right now, the less we have to do, and it'll be a little shorter for the next go around here. You're not really gonna see the middle of this one, not too much. There. All right. Something like that-ish. Okay. Okay. Let's clean that up a little bit. 416. Well, I can give it a shot and see if they're still open or not. Well, it's good. You're at 100. Let's see. Oh, let's dip into this. You're not really gonna see too many of that there, but you will see a little bit of that here. And we'll do it right about here. We'll come that way. That's good right about there. Okay, that's the second one. You're not gonna really see too much of that here either. But I will pop these in here like this. Something like that. All right. Not too many here either. You might get a few striations, but not really much because you don't see the center over there. And it's okay. It's all right. Okay. I could use this I could use this. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah. No, I'll use the bigger one. It's just easier with the bigger brush. Okay, let's put the brush up. And a little tip of black. All right, and we're gonna come in here. We'll probably start it right in here. A little bit of that love in there like this. Right in here. There. Nope, no. I like that. Got it. I got it. Okay. Just like that. Like that. Hope I'm not boring you guys half to death. Just like that. Get those shadows in there. Make it prominent. A little touch of water. Let's come over here. There we go. And right in here. Make it disappear just like that. Let's get a little thicker there. Why not? Make it disappear in that black right there like that. Yeah. Okay. Like so. All right. Thank you, Linda. Since we're on this anyway, let's correct something. Because I see I missed a spot right in here. There we go. Oh, we're good there too. All right, we're good. We're cool. We're good. We're good. I'll put a little stashy in there too. Give a little hook right there. So we can see little stashes in there. Let's not forget the stash. All right. We're good. We're good with that. Okay. we'll stop right here. All right. If there's nobody on, it's 4:23 now. Maybe I'll come on later on this evening, and we'll at least knock out these, and we'll re-sketch Mr. Fish here, and we'll see. We'll see. But my main thing really is getting the rocks there. Okay. Let's see something here. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah. See, you guys weren't missing much. Here's the blue. Okay. All right. So this is where we're gonna end for right now. All right. We'll paint in these fellas a little bit later. What else? We'll probably re-sketch in the fish, maybe, if I feel it warrants it. If it doesn't, I won't. All right, but at least I blocked in the fishy, and we're gonna do all sorts of fun things. But a guy called Swina is, well, it's 4:24 here. It's 10:24 where you are, so you'll probably end up seeing it tomorrow morning of some sort. Swina, so. Catfish color. Y'all, as of right now, yes. Yep. With the little feelers he got in the front, yeah, it looks like a catfish of some sort. But we'll get the giant goldfish all straightened out here. All right, guys, I'll see you when I see you. Thank you very much. Maybe later, more likely later on the night. We'll see. Okay. You guys who ordered paintings, I'm pretty sure a few of them should be there by the weekend or on the weekend, depending on where you're located. So you guys take care. I'll see you when I see you.